First ride 2025 BMW F 900R and F 900XR. Subtle upgrades, serious intentions. In BMW Motorrad's world, not every model storms the gates with fanfare. The spotlight usually falls on high-profile machines like the GS Adventure juggernauts or the superbike-slaying S1000RR. But quietly operating beneath the radar are BMW's parallel twin middleweights, the F900R and F900XR machines that have consistently delivered solid performance without demanding the limelight. For 2025, both models return with a series of thoughtful updates aimed at boosting their relevance and performance in a fiercely competitive middleweight class. The changes aren't revolutionary, but they're meaningful. Lighter 17-inch wheels, a new fully adjustable front fork, a slimmer tail section, new colors and graphics, and a battery that shaves nearly 2 pounds off the curb weight. And in typical BMW fashion, there's an options list long enough to tailor the bike to your exact riding style or whims. But did anyone see this update coming? Honestly, it's easy to miss. These bikes tend to arrive without much noise, but that doesn't mean they deserve to be overlooked. What's shared and what's new, though? F900R, a naked street fighter, and the F900XR, a sport touring hybrid, continue to share the same heart. An 895cc parallel twin engine, steel shell frame, and many mechanical and electronic components. Output remains the same, with 105 HP at 8,500 RPM and 67.9 lb-ft of torque at 6,500 RPM, but a new dynamic ride mode is now standard. Optional extras also include an Akrapovic exhaust, dropping another 2.6 pounds while adding a little more flair to the sound and styling. Neither bike has radically changed its core identity, but both benefit from weight-saving tweaks and refined features aimed at sharpening their roles, whether that's weekend carving or long-haul touring. The F900R adopts a sportier stance thanks to revised ergonomics. While the XR focuses on comfort with a 1.2-inch taller windscreen, heated grips, and adaptive cornering lights all fitted as standard. Both models use the same new fork, lighter wheels, and lighter battery to good effect, and BMW claims the R now handles with more urgency, while the XR is better suited than ever for covering big distances with ease. Saddle time in southern Spain, too. Evaluate the updates. We traveled to southern Spain, where twisting coastal roads and winding inland routes offered a perfect testing ground. Personally, I was eager to reconnect with the F900R, especially after riding it in the high-stakes, close-contact BMW F900R Cup Series, an experience that gave me a newfound respect for the model's potential. Pricing and value. The F900s retain BMW's slick, easy-to-read TFT display and intuitive switchgear, shared with much of the brand's lineup. These controls are among the best in the business, offering excellent usability and quality. As for pricing, $8,995 for the R and $12,070 for the XR might raise some eyebrows given their spec sheets, but they're competitively placed, at least before options. Add the premium package, pop before $70 for the R and $1,755 for the XR, a few extras like a center stand and one of the optional paint schemes, and things escalate quickly. Our test units? $12,450 for the F900R and $15,445 for the XR. A bit steeper than the base price suggests, and more than many Japanese and European rivals. That sharp sport livery, racing blue and light white with red wheels, adds another $695 for the R and $375 for the XR, for those who want their performance to look the part. The F900R, crisp, focused, and more engaging, ride the updated F900. R on the serpentine roads near Almeria, and it immediately feels more agile and purposeful. The revised ergonomics, with slightly lower bars and higher pegs, let you lean in and commit to corners with confidence. Handling is direct and steady, thanks in part to the lighter wheels and a new set of Pirelli Diablo Rosso 4 Corsa tires on our test bike. Though it doesn't turn as sharply as a KTM 9990 Duke, the F900R trades that hyper-agility for a planted, confident feel that's better suited for riders who want sporty control without the twitchiness. In short, it's a bike you can push hard without feeling like it's pushing back. Switching between rain, road, and dynamic modes adjusts throttle response and electronic intervention levels. When equipped with dynamic ESA, rear damping also changes accordingly. The difference is noticeable, especially in dynamic, where the ride is taut and responsive. Rain and road modes soften things up for daily comfort. The fully adjustable 43mm front fork isn't electronically controlled, it's adjusted manually, but that's not necessarily a drawback. It provides consistent feedback and feel, regardless of rear suspension settings. And if you want to take the R to the track, you'll appreciate being able to stiffen it up and run stickier rubber. Braking performance comes via Brembo 4-piston calipers and 320mm discs with lean-sensitive ABS. Pro is standard. It's a solid, confidence-inspiring setup that feels progressive and unobtrusive. As for the engine, it's not especially thrilling at high RPM, but it's beautifully tractable through the low and mid-range. It's a workhorse that delivers usable torque and linear response across the real-world riding range. The optional quickshifter works well, making for seamless up and down shifts. If you're chasing top-end fireworks, look elsewhere, but for everyday punch and refinement, it delivers. The F900 XR, built for the long game switching to the F900 XR, shifts the experience to one of easygoing versatility. With its longer suspension travel, 6.7 inches at the front and 6.8 inches at the rear, and upright riding position, it feels relaxed and commanding. It's a bike meant to devour distance, not just apexes. The taller adjustable screen can be moved with one hand while riding, a small but welcome convenience. Heated grips, handguards, and cruise control come standard, giving the XR the creature comforts expected of a true sport tourer. BMW markets the XR as a performance tourer, much like its larger S1000 XR sibling. In reality, it's more about stability and ease than white-knuckle speed. The engine shines in the lower revs, making overtakes and on-ramp merges a breeze. We didn't get the chance to test it fully loaded, but early impressions suggest it'll manage touring duties without breaking a sweat. The 2025 verdict: quiet confidence. The updates to the 2025 BMW F900R and XR aren't drastic, but they don't need to be. Both bikes were already capable machines. The refinements just bring out more of what they do best. The F900R is now a sharper, more versatile naked bike with plenty of real-world performance and comfort. It's just as happy commuting through city streets as it is carving up twisty roads, or even sneaking in a track day. Meanwhile, the F900 XR continues to refine its role as a practical, tech-laden sport tourer that eats miles with composure. Neither bike is the flashiest on the block, but both are quietly confident, well-built, and easy to live with. Everything you want in a modern middleweight.